Swati from the Quint. Firstly, congratulations. The trailer really looks phenomenal, and The Night Manager has always been one of my top 10 shows. So I'm really hoping this one turns out to be even better. Gaurav, my question is to you. Again, congratulations. I believe a recent report brought to light that last year, out of the 15 top performing shows and movies, 5 titles belong to Disney. So, congratulations. My question to you is, when you greenlight a project, what is it that you look at? Maybe you can just tell me the top 3 things that you look at.
That even I want to listen.
When it's Anil Kapoor, nothing else. So thank you so much, but I think as someone on the team pointed out, it was 7. We are really greedy people. Anil sir is not the only greedy person here. We are really, really greedy for good work and for our fans to like what we do. So I think what we think about is, does this story have something new to say? And is that new thing hopefully going to be really relevant to our people, right? So when you see it, will you say that in some ways this connects with how you are feeling, what you are feeling and experiencing about the world that's next to you? So ideally, our effort always is to choose scripts which have that new thing for India, and that new thing has to be hopefully highly, highly relevant. So that's what we try and do. It's hard, we get many things wrong, and there is no science to it also. But I think this has largely been helpful to me and to the team. And we always really deeply care about the people that we are working with, because there has to be good chemistry. So do we like them? Do we like their intent for coming on to this? And do we want to work with them? Because I think our good shows like this one has taken 3 years of real hard work. So you want to constantly enjoy talking to those people, being with them, even fighting with them, right? Because you know that you're always fighting to make the show better. So those are the 2 really, really important things, right? Is there something new which is hopefully relevant to India? And are there people here that you really enjoy collaborating with, creatively jamming with, to try and do something new, good?
Next question, please.
Yeah, hi. Firstly, a huge congratulations to the team. The trailer looks really nice. I'm already intrigued. My question is to Anil sir. Anil sir, आपका काफ़ी काम मतलब आपका body of work के बारे में मुझे specially बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Everyone knows it's stellar. But when a character like this, which is so in the villainous space, comes to you, where the reference is already there. I mean, we have watched the series which was acclaimed internationally as well, right? So we have a reference to that character. When a character like that comes to you, how excited do you get about it, and where do you draw reference from, or what is your approach to that character?
First of all, thank you all of you all for being here. Thank you, Gaurav, the entire Disney team, and the entire team who's there with me. Thank you so much. Coming to your question, I think first thing I said, it should make me nervous. The first thing when I see something, यार ये तो मैं कर नहीं सकता, ये तो मैंने कभी किया ही नहीं, ये कैसे करूँगा? इसमें तो मैं I'll fall flat on my face. So I think that is my first instinct. If I get that kind of feeling, and I have to give my best, otherwise I'll कैसे शक्ल दिखाऊंगा ये मेरे दोस्तों को, मेरे डायरेक्टर्स को, ये जब मेरा काम देखेंगे मुझे और काम मिलेगा कि नहीं, ये काम मिलना बंद हो जाएगा. तो ये जो एंजाइटी होती है, ये नर्वसनेस होता है, ये हंगर होता है, I said that's the first thing which really draws me to a role. And of course I go with instinct. मुझे कोई बुक हो, एडेप्टेशन हो, ओरिजिनल हो, अगर मुझे लगता है, दिल से मुझे लगता है कि यार ये कहानी और ये रोल मुझे कहीं ना कहीं कुछ इट्स अट्रैक्टिव मी, सो आई गो विद द गट फील. और मैं ज़्यादा वक्त लगाता नहीं हूँ, मैं सोचता नहीं हूँ, आई डू इट वेरी इंस्टिंक्टिवली. आई रिमेंबर आई थिंक विद इन अ फ्यू आवर्स आई सेड यस आई एम डूइंग इट. सो अगर कभी भी एक सीक्रेट बता देता हूँ, अगर मैंने ज़्यादा वक्त लिया तो समझ लो कि कुछ गड़बड़ है. So I just immediately I saw it and I said I have to do it. So I think it is that. That's something which I think, especially after working for so many years, becomes very, very tricky. कि क्या करूँ मैं जो लोगों ने आज तक कभी इस किरदार में मुझे नहीं देखा हो. Otherwise, people, today it's a very, very, it's very tough. And today, and every day it's becoming more and more tough to really excite the audience. There's so much happening. So you have to be very, very, you need some kind of blessings. It's not only hard work. The universe and people have to come together. Right people have to come together to make some things, to create some magic. I think that's what has happened in this show, that the right people with the right intent have come together to give their best to their capacity. It's not that हम किसी के साथ compete करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, मगर हम यही कोशिश करें कि हमें जितनी ताकत है और जितना टैलेंट है, जितना कुछ मेहनत करने की जो हमें हिम्मत है, वो हम लोग अपनी तरफ से पूरी तरह करें. और यही हमने इस शो में करने की कोशिश की है. मैं ही नहीं, each and every team member of this, they just wanted this show to happen, and that's what we have done. तो ना आप लोगों पे डिपेंड करता है. कभी कभी इतनी मेहनत करते हैं और आप लोग बोलते हैं नहीं भैया बात बनी नहीं, बात जमी नहीं है. तो आप लोग डिसाइड करेंगे शो देखकर. और ट्रेलर आपने देखा है, आप लोग तारीफ तो कर रहे हैं यहाँ, पता नहीं अभी बाहर जाके क्या बोलेंगे. मगर बस यही मैं कहूँगा कि that's what makes me do a project. Thank you.
Adi, here my question is to you. First of all, congratulations to the entire team. The trailer is quite fab, and especially your character. It seems like you have so many shades in it. If I have to ask you to describe your character in 3 words, what are the top 3 words that come to your head to describe your character, and how similar is Adi to the Night Manager?
Shit, this is like probably my kryptonite question. Like whenever I'm asked this question, describe your character, I really don't know what to say. I'm like, he's a guy, normal guy. I really don't know what to say. How is he like me? Oh, well, there are so many good qualities I can try and claim from him. He's stands up for principle. I would imagine he's punctual. And he has a big heart. So, I mean, it's okay, I can answer. You never know if it's the truth or not.
Next one, please.
Hi Sandeep, this is Ankita from Peeping Moon. Congratulations on the trailer. You have put together a fabulous team. You put together a fabulous team for this one. But what was your biggest takeaway? Like, considering there are going to be comparisons from the one which we have seen before, and what was your experiencing making this show? Because as of now, the buzz is pretty great.
Thank you, Ankita.
I think expectations were set by not just the pressure of the fact that a show has been made on a similar book earlier, but the fact that this story is so relevant now. And when you get a relevant story for the current times, and you find the right kind of actors who are equally hungry to play the part, the journey becomes so much more joyous that you actually start working towards the journey than the destination. For me, the joy has been to collaborate with each one of these people here. आपकी बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं. आप आ जाए. It's been a joy, Ankita, in that way. I think we've really had our share of headbutting through the tough times on the set, all the difficult situations we face, and also we all are so creatively so diverse. And the joy of making a piece of cinema, which is the most collaborative art form, is to see which idea, which point makes more sense, and how do we do it. So for me, my biggest takeaway is to enjoy the journey and to be more collaborative. And I hope I've heard you guys enough and still did what I wanted to do in any case.
Hi, Arun Singh from NDTV. My question is for Sandeep. As you mentioned, you've dealt with multiple factors, whether it was Sri Lanka crisis or a war. Was it linked to strategy or were there logistical barriers?
I think when your vision is too big, you don't settle for something but the best. So you keep asking for. So I think the one who will actually feel the pinch of it most are the sitting on my leftmost and the rightmost, where I would keep pushing. नहीं यार ये यहाँ नहीं हो सकता. इसके लिए हमें ढाका जाना पड़ेगा, इसके लिए श्रीलंका जाना पड़ेगा. अरे पर वहाँ कंट्री क्राइसिस में तो क्या है, लोग तो जी रहे हैं ना, कुछ कर सकते हैं वहाँ. Why can't we shoot there? So it's been the fact that all of us felt that ये कहानी को जो चाहिए हमें देना है, और we should allow it to be done with purity.
Can you mention all the places you guys traveled to for this?
We've shot Pan India. We've shot Delhi, Manali, Shimla. We've shot portions of Sri Lanka, Rajasthan. Sorry, so Dada remembers more. जहाँ passport के stamp से भी याद करने पड़ेंगे. But we've traveled all over. There are also portions in Middle East. So the idea was कि इसको एक इंडिया की कहानी, पर इसका जो वर्ल्ड है ना वो एशिया है. तो पूरी एशिया को कैसे इसमें उस पर कहानी वो बोल रही थी हमें कि वो जहाँ जानी चाहिए कहानी, कैरेक्टर्स वहाँ जाने चाहिए, तो उसको कैसे हम इसमें इन्वॉल्व करें. दैट इज बीन द अटेम्प्ट. सो हाँ, हमने ऐसा नहीं है कि आ बैल मुझे मार, यहाँ प्रॉब्लम है जाके चलो वहाँ कूदते हैं. नहीं, ऐसी कोई स्ट्रैटेजी दुनिया में कोई नहीं करता. ये हो गया था कि हमें जहाँ जाना था वहाँ कुछ चल रहा था दिक्कत, सो वी हैड टू फाइट फॉर इट.
Hello. Hi, this is Vinita from Aditya. First of all, congratulations to all the team. It was an awesome and simply awesome trailer. So my question to Gaurav sir, the question is, 2022 was an interesting year for Disney Plus Hotstar, and as the year started, it was exceptional with Taza Khabar and now The Night Manager. So what are your expectations from 2023?
We hope that 7 out of 15 becomes 10 or 12 out of 15. So yeah, we have great hopes to make content that India would love to watch. And I think that's not different from what it was beginning of last year as well. We are excited, deeply excited. Thank you for noticing Taza Khabar. It's a show that's very, very close to our heart, and as is Night Manager. And I think we have very different experiences with new things that we are constantly trying to do. Every show for us, whether it works or not, is finally, as Anil sir said, in your hands, in the hands of our fans. We don't control that. But what we definitely try and control is our process, our efforts, trying to work with amazing writers, trying to improve the creative product through great actors, and of course trying to resource it really well, right? I think it's incredible that for India now we're able to see shows of scale like this. You know, I was reminded by somebody here that, you know, how the team here went into Sri Lanka and the next day there was a crisis. And I was like, yeah, that happened, and wonder why I've sort of forgotten about it. And then I remembered that, you know what, we had a team in Sri Lanka, and then we were actually planning to send a team to Ukraine on a different show. And we had a third team, which was in South Africa, shooting just as the Omicron virus there was breaking. So I think all of this is truly something that has happened in the world of Disney Plus Hotstar and all the amazing creative people that we have worked with in the last couple of years. The creative teams have worked with great fortitude against incredible odds, the kind of odds that we have never experienced before, all with an intent to create quality entertainment that can hopefully really inspire India. And I think there is a great opportunity for amazing creative work to happen in this country. And we all stay committed to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, fabulous trailer firstly. And my question is to Shobita. Yeah. So how is it working with your fabulous co-stars Anil Kapoor and Aditya? And also about your upcoming projects, The Monkey Man and PS2?
Hi everyone. I mean, to work with the most good-looking men of the industry, I mean, it's a lot of hard work, but someone's got to do it. It was fantastic. Actually, it was a really inspiring run for me to be a part of this show. such accomplished people, such talented people. So I think to be in their presence, it really motivated me to really enjoy the moment and have fun with it. And as for the upcoming projects, I'm really excited. It looks like a good year for me. So I'm just grateful and inspired. It's good energy around.
Hello. Hi. I just want to say that firstly, the trailer looks really good, and all of you look really good on stage. Like, it's such a good-looking people on stage. My question is for Deepak sir. I want to ask you that this is your third project with Hotstar, and tell me a little bit about that synergy. What's it like?
Well, I think Gaurav keeps chucking challenges and opportunities towards me. So I mean, a part of that, it's we are only trying to build more and more together. We do a lot of unscripted and scripted, both for the Hotstar and the extended Star teams as well. So yeah, I mean, the synergies is really about finding the right people, finding the right creative partners to come on board, and obviously we do have a collaboration which is take it across to Gaurav and the team, and get a feeling on what do they feel about the project, what could we do together. So it's really something, yeah, it is the third or the fourth project that we're doing together now.
Is there anything else in pipeline?
Yeah, there are a couple of other things in the pipeline which I'm sure we'll talk to you at a relevant time.
Thank you.
हेलो, मैं पंकज शुक्ल हूँ, अमर उजाला अखबार से। मेरा सवाल अनिल कपूर जी से और रवि बहल जी से है। आप दोनों लोग एन चंद्रा की फिल्मों से निकले हैं। मुझे तो रवि का गाना भी याद आ रहा था, हमसे तुम दोस्ती कर लो। तो आप लोगों का एक साथ जब इस शो में, आप लोगों का जब इस शो में सामना हुआ होगा कैमरे के सामने, तो व्हाट वाज द फीलिंग जब आप लोगों ने पहला सीन दिया होगा? वो सीन क्या रहा, वो अगर बता सकें तो।
ये शायद आपको अनिल सर ज़्यादा बेहतर बता सकें।
सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि दिस शो विल बी अ टर्निंग पॉइंट इन रवि बहल्स करियर। जब मैंने इनके साथ काम किया पहली बार, तो मैंने कहा यार ये ब्रांडो कहाँ से आ गया।
माय निकनेम, इन्होंने बोला ब्रांडो कैसा है, व्हाट डू यू प्रेफर, एल पचिनो और ब्रांडो? आई सेड सर ब्रांडो चलेगा।
हाँ, मगर जनरली जोक्स अपार्ट, बट दिस शो रवि साहब के साथ बड़ा इमोशनल मोमेंट था, बिकॉज इनके पिताजी बहुत ही बड़े फिल्म प्रोड्यूसर, उनके ऑफिस में भी मैं जाता था, महबूब स्टूडियोज़ में उन्होंने राज कोस्टा साहब के साथ फिल्म बनाई थी। तो एक हम जो हैं वो इस इंडस्ट्री के बहुत पुराने चावल हैं, बहुत बरसों से हम इसमें 60 साल
खुशबू पुराने चावलों की आती है।
बिल्कुल सही कहा। तो सो देयर इज़ एन इमोशनल कनेक्ट विद रवि साहब, एंड आई जस्ट प्रे टू गॉड दैट जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ वो आप लोग भी ऐसे ही समझे और लोग भी ऐसे ही समझे। बस मैं इतना ही कहूँगा। रवि साहब सर, काम।
थैंक यू अनिल सर, लव यू सर, लव यू।
Ravi, you have to react to what Anil has just said.
Well, it was a pleasure. I mean, here is an encyclopedia on acting, the youngest newcomer in every film. Actually, the youngest in all of us. The most enthusiastic, before us, on the set, last to leave. And even when we were working, he would be like, पहले मुझे लगा कि यार बहुत strict है. But then I understood the nuances. You say, इधर आ, ऐसे ट्राई क्यों नहीं करता? ऐसे ठीक है सर। अच्छा, थोड़ा बहुत डांटते भी थे, पर प्यार उससे दुगना. So I love you for that. It's been a learning curve, and I wish I can work with you so much more, sir. Thank you.
Hi, Shashwat sir. Shashwat sir, this side.
इधर बीच में हाँ Aditi from News 18. First of all, a huge congratulations for the night manager. The makers didn't reveal much about your character, but I want to ask you, what was it about your character that really attracted you in the first place to pick up?
I think this is a surprise, and the director Modi ji चाहते नहीं है मैं कुछ ज़्यादा बोलूँ कैरेक्टर के बारे में, but it was a very nice experience, and I must admit when I got that offer, I was surprised, I was happy, and then the nervousness took. I have to work with somebody here, sitting on my right side. I didn't think in my life I will sit beside him any day. So the first thing, when I met him, the first time I was having my lunch, I still remember a hand. Hi, Shashwat. मैं ऐसे हो गया, मैं खाते खाते प्रणाम करने के लिए चला गया, तो सर ने बोला डोंट डू दिस, ऐसे मेरा उम्र नहीं बढ़ाने का. The next day he invited me for lunch in his house. कोई नहीं करता. बाद में पता चला क्यों बुलाया, बाद में पता चला 10 बजे आ जाओ. 10 बजे कौन लंच में बुलाता है? And then our script reading session started. बोल लेते, सीन कर लेते, 20-25 बार कर लेंगे तो हो जाएगा. And he was so energetic, so enthusiastic. After achieving so much in life, how can a person be so greedy till date? It's a mystery for me. And thank you everybody, everyone from the unit of the night manager, without whose support I couldn't do anything. Thank you.
Hi, this is Komal Panchal from Indian Express. My question is for Mr. Kapoor, Aditya and Shobita. Sir, of course you've done 2 films for OTT already, but this is your first long form in India. And Aditya, you're debuting with a web show. Shobita, you also. So I want to understand, since all of you are mainstream actors, are you guys, making way for yourself, a place for yourself, a safe space for yourself on OTT? Because in theaters and box offices have become so volatile these days, and actors are receiving more love for their work on OTT, and there's like less drama, less controversies.
Hi. Although my career has started off with slightly more art house cinema, my first film is Raman Raghav with Anurag Kashyap. So from that point on, I think my the larger recognition came to me through a show, an OTT show, Made in Heaven. So I do credit the OTT platform for giving me the kind of exposure I hadn't had before. Although as an actor, my role and my job remains largely the same, no matter what the medium is. I think it's nice to hear that you said I'm like a mainstream actor. I'm like, sunke acha lagta hai.
Yes, won last year. So.
Yeah, I think for me it wasn't really dictated by that. I think when the opportunity arose, I was really excited by the chance to work on this particular piece. It felt like I saw the original, I loved it, and I loved what Sandeep and the writers had done with it. And honestly, for me, it's like a dream role for an actor. He goes through so much, and there's so much scope to put things into this role that for me, it was a no-brainer to just jump in. And I love watching shows as a viewer, and I've always told myself as an actor before I started that I'll try and work in things that I love watching. Otherwise, what's the point if you try and kind of intellectualize everything and try and plan your career? It never really goes according to plan. So I said, I try as much as I can to try and go with my gut. Well, sometimes it goes wrong, sometimes it goes right. But in this case, it was just dictated by the amazing team that was put together and the work that they had done on the script that drew me to the role. So, yeah, that's why.
Mr. Kapoor,
Haji.
so the question for you because this is your first long form in India. So is it to make a space for yourself here also on OTT?
I think Aditya has answered very beautifully, and Shobita said the same thing. Obviously, basically it's the role. It's the role, the people, the team involved, and that's what draws you to it. And well, I don't know, whatever little I've done in my career, I've always done things where when I've done, if you remember, I don't know if you remember, I did 24 when there was no mainstream star actually. Forget OTT, but there were nobody was big screen mainstream actor, not only here in India but internationally also. So it's a role, it's a script which draws you, and you just jump at it and grab it with both hands and do it. It doesn't matter, it might be theatre, it might be, I'm trying to do theatre. I've been planning since so many years to do theatre, but nothing is really, materialized. So it might be television, it might be OTT, it might be feature film, anything, which draws me, we will do it. All of us, I think everybody. So it's not the question of, we won't be sitting here if you're playing safe. We all are risk takers, and so without risk, maza hi kya life mein.
Namaste everyone, I'm Suhani Dwivedi, and first of all the trailer looks amazing, and we all can see the hard work behind this trailer which you all have put it in as producer, directors and actors. So my question is to everyone, what was the most challenging part while shooting this series as actors, as producers, as directors? Because we all go through tough times while shooting a film, and as you disclosed that there were some hard times. So what was the most challenging part for actors, as producers, as a director?
I would like to break protocol. Priyanka, come over. Answer this question. Come over.
Everybody will answer very quickly.
Thank you.
Thanks for the question. As everyone here would say, the challenges come in every project. This wasn't any different. There were way too many things, be it right from the scripting stage to the shooting to even now the post-production. It's just the scale of it is so massive. As you guys must have seen the trailer, the canvas is immensely large. And to put together so many talented people, as you can see over here, we're falling short of space on the stage. So it's incredibly hard. But having said that, isn't that what keeps us going? Every artist here. So I mean, that's the reason why we do what we do, right?
Well, I would say the geography, Shimla, Sri Lanka, Jaisalmer, Mumbai. I remember we had a little scene, patchwork we had to do. तो शिमला में तो हमने ओवरकोट्स पहन के कर लिया था, और एक छोटा सा, मैं बताऊंगा नहीं क्या है, बट हमको कहीं से उतरना था, और मुंबई की गर्मी में, I think it was me, it was fabulous, and that's what is called acting.
याद मत दिलाया
सर, सबसे ज़्यादा, और अनिल सर हंस रहे थे, बोले ठंडी लग रही है, and we would go, yeah. It was fun. On the whole, no complaints. If it's not tough, it's not fun. So, we had a great time. I'm acting after 20 odd years, like as an actor. And thank you so much. And it's been a pure pleasure with Anil sir, with Shobita, the gentleman, Aditya. He's a thorough gentleman. Love you, brother.
Love you, man.
And of course, Shaswat. And Sandy sir, Priyanka, I love you guys. Thank you, sir. And pass it on.
So I think the toughest challenge for me was to give the director what he wants. It was because the character I played, this character, this type of role I played for the first time. And frankly speaking, I didn't watch The Night Manager deliberately. That I was afraid that I will be influenced by the actor, original actor. So my challenge was to do the role and satisfy the director and the co-actors. And my, chemistry with, especially Anil sir, was very important in this series. That's why we read our scripts and he insisted, चल एक बार और पढ़ते हैं, एक बार और पढ़ते हैं, चल एक बार और पढ़ते हैं. इतना पढ़ाई तो मैं जिंदगी में नहीं किया.
Absolutely. I think first and foremost, of course, my endeavor now is to work with younger talent, and so उनसे मुझे सीखने को मिलेगा. So Sandeep, Priyanka, they are the future of our country. What amazing directors they are, and to satisfy them, so. तो होता ना कि यार ये कहाँ 80s का 70s में काम करता है, फिर 90s में काम किया, ये हमारी तरह की एक्टिंग करेगा कि नहीं करेगा. तो मैंने ले भाई ये ले तू. So it's to find that, you have to be fortunate and blessed to find, and then you work with Aditya, who's so sincere and so earnest and so hardworking. I've worked with many co-stars in my career, but I did Malang, and now I've done Night Manager. I think I'm very confident that he's going to surprise all of you. I swear. I promise you. Thank you, sir. And see, when you talk about Shobita, you talk about glamour, you talk about what a great body she has. But, that's the first impression you get, She's so pretty. What eyes, what cinematic features she has, And when Sandeep told me, I said, she's going to play this role, I said, kya. She's terrific. But to get someone who's a thinking actress also, besides being so beautiful and so, such a God-given, it's all God-given, this presence which you get it from your, parents, कि यार आप पैदा होते हैं और आपको ऐसी शक्ल मिली है, ऐसी, presence मिली है. And then उसके बाद you don't take it for granted. You want to do your best. You want to think about it, which is wonderful, and so it was terrific. And what do I say about Shashwat ji? अरे यार क्या काम किया है इन्होंने, क्या काम किया है. It's unreal. Because I swear on God, क्या होता है कि कभी-कभी it's very important when you're working for so many years. How do you make yourself look fresh? How do you make yourself look relevant? You have to surround yourself with good actors. You have to surround yourself with a good team. And this is my first collaboration with Disney. We've been wanting to work since, I don't know, how many years? 10 years. और हमने हमेशा कोशिश की, हमारे कुछ ना कुछ अड़चने आ गई हैं, और the universe didn't want us to come together, but I think we've come together at the right time and the right show. Nothing could be better than being, this is my instinct, and I hope I'm right. So I don't know if I've missed out anybody, but this is what I feel. I think that's what draws me to a show, and that's what drew me to the show.
Well, okay. The biggest challenges was your question. I think for me, maybe the elements, because we went to the desert, it was extremely hot there, we had to shoot in the cold. But I think above all, for me, we were also traveling to really amazing places, staying in nice hotels. So my challenge was basically not eating food, not getting a chance to eat all the food that was at our disposal, and not
coming for the after pack up get-togethers, you know. So yeah, that pinched.
To think about, what is the toughest challenge in this moment, I was just, while Anil sir was speaking, I was just thinking of how to be able to follow our passions and do the things we love, to get paid for it, to be recognized for it, is such a privilege. And moments like this, we're in this beautiful location, and to hear words of praise from someone like Anil sir, these moments remind
I mean it, Kavita. I'm not being like a senior or and whatever I've said today on this platform today, I've meant every word of it. I promise you. I promise you. I promise all of you all over here. I feel anybody who's fake and वो लोग समझ जाते हैं, देख सकते हैं, वो फील कर सकते हैं, चाहे वो फिल्म हो, चाहे वो शो हो, चाहे वो कोई इंटरव्यू दे रहा हो या बात कर रहा हो, वो बात समझ में आ जाती है. Whatever I've said about everybody is from every word I've spoken is the truth and nothing but the truth.
So moments like this, they remind me that it's actually a pleasure too. So I'm sure there would have been moments where I had felt maybe like a little strain, highs, lows. Everyone goes through that. But when I look back in retrospect, it has been such a beautiful journey, and I feel so lucky. So I think that's the takeaway for me as a feeling. So that's how I feel.
So for me, the most challenging part was the legacy of John Le Carre and the Night Manager. How do you really root it in India? That was the biggest challenge. But I think Sandeep, Sridhar, the writing team, Priyanka, Teda, really got that to life really quickly. And after that, obviously, it was really putting the blueprint together. But yeah, the challenge was the legacy. But I think from what we're seeing today, and we're itching to hear the response as we go out of here.
Two challenges. Firstly, assembling the Avengers, the incredible scale of creativity that's gone into making this show happen was not easy. It was difficult. But that pales in comparison to what lies ahead for me, which is on the 17th, as India experiences the Night Manager. So that's going to be quite a challenge to just, and I think on this floor right now, I would perhaps be the first person who would, see the results. So I will hold it, in my heart that I'm seeing it on behalf of an incredibly talented crew that's done their best and given it all, and I really hope that India reciprocates the love.
जो डायलॉग था ट्रेलर में, राजा चैन की नींद सो सकता है कि नहीं, ये पहरेदार की नींद पर डिपेंड करता है. बट वन थिंग फॉर श्योर, 17 फरवरी हम लोग चैन की नींद नहीं सोने वाले हैं. इट्स अ शो व्हिच डिजर्व्स बिंज वॉच. थैंक यू एवरीवन ऑन द स्टेज एंड प्लीज वेलकम कम संदीप. इट्स द टाइम फॉर द फोटो अपॉर्चुनिटी. कंग्रेचुलेशंस. यस सर. कैन वी हैव द ट्रेलर वन मोर टाइम प्लीज?
या आई थिंक या
एक बार ट्रेलर हो जाए फिर से.
सर को थोड़ा मेरा जाना है कि नहीं किधर